have lost a little bit of weight since last week, so down to, let's have a quick look at the GC. I'm just all over the place, like my eyesight's gone sort of blurry. It's not me being rude, it's just me being ignorant. The Muckle Yin Race the Worlds Stage 3 ZRacing Series for August 2023, and you can see here that I'm actually I'm actually predicted to finish 20th to 24th. No spoilers, no spoilers. Interesting that. I wasn't thinking about that when I was doing the race, but there we go. 20th to 24th. Let's find out. Bit high if I'm honest. So I always forget to check the game chat. Sometimes it sort of catches my eye, but there's so much stress of doing a live stream, getting to the start of the race, turning your fan on, which I made a mistake on. So Kelvin there, Kelvin Newman saying, you streaming tonight, Scott.com. Yes, I was. So apologies if anyone does message in the game chat or I miss it in the game chat. It's not me being rude, it's just me being ignorant. So here we go, the start of the race. Started quite steady. You can see there what's 340 off the gate. I'm trying not to go too hard as he comes to the front. Yeah, I'm pulling up the live chat, so if you see some names pop up, you'll see some of that from the live chat. Subscribe and you can watch me on stage 4 for the next ZRacing series, ZRacing stage. Quite a steady start until we get to a little climb in a minute, which I wasn't too worried about. All I'm worried about on this course is the gravel climb. The scur from the north side is a gravel climb. I was hoping I could stay with them. I wasn't confident I could stay with them, but I was really hoping. So I got a bit annoyed with myself, as we all do with Zwifting, but it's just when you live stream and people see that annoyance. So little kicker here. The group did, you can see the blob start to stretch out. Our blob did break after the breakaway break. You can see here a lot of actually there's some damage being done here. So I'm just making sure I'm at the front, which again isn't great for the speed of the GC contenders. You want a big group as possible, to be honest. But so there, and then there's another split here, which I think Zwift in Mayhem, Trevor B. Smith actually slipped off into the second pack. So hope you recovered, Trevor, and had a good race. We do have the Aero power up. And I could have done with a feather, so it's all down to the climb for the scale. I have lost a little bit of weight since last week, so down to 96.5 kilos, which is one of the lightest I've been Zwift racing or on Zwift Power. So it's getting to exciting times. I can't wait to sort of get near a 90. Here we go. So the plan of attack here is a gravel climb. Technically, the only gravel in Zwift, everything else is slightly different texture and stuff, so this is gravel. I'm on the Tron bike, say 96.5 kilos, so you can see the watts I'm having to put down. We did this on the Zwift Insider Tiny Races the other day, so it was nice to have a little recce. I'm going all in on this climb. If I drop, I drop. You probably know I did drop. So you can see here, it's a little bit of a kicker there, just trying to get to the front of the group. You see my mistake in a minute. You'll see what happened is sort of, I'm using Zwift Play as well to steer around the corners, and you can sort of see here I should be in the draft, but I'm allowing myself some slipping room. But the trouble is, when you can see the watts for over 500 watts, I just couldn't catch on to this group, knowing there was another kick. Yeah, looking back, this is where it starts to go wrong for me. Maybe coming out of the draft on the front of the pack a minute ago, and then here I'm just all over the place. Like my eyesight's gone sort of blurry. I'm going into the hurt locker, 171 beats per minute, which is huge for me. Probably at the moment my max is about 176, so I'm right into the hurt there. And then I try my hardest to sort of come back into the group, knowing they're just there. It just felt like miles away. So I kept my graph. You can see the graph on the bottom of the screen. Kept it red. I was just hoping I could catch the pack and just maybe they start to ease off. It didn't happen. Got a bit annoyed with myself. As I said earlier, you do. Yeah, I'm still trying. Trying. It's time to sack it off. You know when you beat. And there we go. There you can see the watts back into the grey. I'm beaten. I'm annoyed with myself. I'm giving myself a talking to, going, you're too heavy, you're too fat. I let this group go past me, so we're in 30th position now. I didn't really see them on the map. I was so angry talking to myself. I did miss them, so I didn't let it go for these next few that came past, because I thought I need a group to try and get the GC time. I'm still trying to compete and get the fastest time possible for the GC for this series. So this is the breakaway Bray, not what I wanted to do at this stage in the race. We've got someone there on Zwift play as well, or steering. And it was quite good. It was quite a nice little group, and I can see now the head is starting to get clearer. There's a group coming from behind as well, so everyone's telling me to be positive in the chat. I am positive. I am more positive this morning. Last night when I saw a little, you say just a quick look back on Zwift play there. Last night I had one of my videos recommended to me from a couple of years back when I was a B, and I got dropped on Downtown Dolphin. With like over a lap to go, nearly two laps to go. So it just puts things in perspective that I'm annoyed by getting dropped on a hilly course in the Bs. But in a way, it just means that my head's in a good place. Like I'm improving. I'm as fit as I ever have been. I'm as light as I have been for a good long time, and since starting YouTube on the main channel actually. So it's a good place to be. The rain stopped, so I imagine someone's going to start streaming again in a minute. So over the lap banner, I wasn't very lucky with the power-ups. We got a feather and an Aero. So this is up the Sker climb from the other way. So summit from the south. And everyone in the live chat, I think Jesse in the live chat said, time to rip this pack to pieces. So that's what I did. I just went all in. The guys behind must be chasing, going, you'll see there's a gap there. There's a 10-second gap. He must be thinking, he really wants to gain a few seconds on GC, doesn't he? So it's all good training. It's more the fact that it's all good training. And I was putting some of that annoyance that I got dropped earlier into the effort. I think it was my third best 10 minutes or third best 5-minute power of the year. So we get into some good places. Into Glasgow, the crit circuit next week is Glasgow. I think it's 6 laps. We'll have a look later. That is going to be tough. I mean, it should suit me more than this course. I hope I'd stay in the front pack, but I've been dropped from crit races on there before, so I'll link those at the end, or link them in the description. You can see me on the Glasgow crit circuit. So here we are. We've got 5 seconds. 5 seconds here. Everyone's cheering me on in the live chat. I think they knew as soon as I sort of got here with 5 seconds, I could make it home. Just getting a few seconds on GC, and there's the draft. Sorry, there's the graph. I'm just looking at myself, sort of going. Oh. If you see what's down my neck, it's just a little plastic or sandwich bag with a little ice pack in. So you might see that when I go kaput in a race. Very hard graph. FGP is 345, I think, in Zwift. It might be 350. I'm not too worried about. Because I'm just racing. I'm not actually too worried about my FTP at the moment. Zwift power 96.4, down from 97, so down a kilo. Maybe another kilo next week. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We're not going to force the weight now. I want to lose the weight for a hill climb, but I'm not going to force the weight. So 4.2, which is the joint best 5-minute power, 5-minute watts per kilo power that I have on Zwift Power. So that's good to see. 361 normalised. Tough old race. Would have been interesting if I could have stayed in the pack. What that would have been. Maybe actually it would have been. It wouldn't have been as hard. Because I wouldn't have had to go that deep for the last 5 kilometres going off solo. So this is Monday. Probably should have said this earlier. This is Monday. I can't make Tuesday, which is today if you're watching this for the first time after I upload. 33:29 was the fastest time on Monday. There's Kelvin, who we mentioned earlier, 33:36. Well done to Kelvin. And I did 34:43. So that was a lot of effort to gain 3 seconds on that pack over the finish line. Can't quite see Trevor B. Smith there. Trevor, did you finish? Let's have a quick look at the GC, my GC time, and see where we're coming. Obviously, there will be a very fast race later on after filming this, or maybe after filming this video, there will be a very fast time. So I imagine I will shoot down quite a lot. 29th. So time of 1 hour and 14 minutes 15. Eric is in 160th. Let's look at Zwifty. Zwifty is trying to get back to me. He's in 75th at the moment. 2 wins, but in 75th. So can he catch me? So next week we have Glasgow circuit, and you can watch me race Glasgow circuit over here. We'll see you soon. Subscribe.